This is life outside of Havana, Cuba, baby.
Worldwide Nate.
My time in Havana has been amazing, filled with eating great food, visiting notable sites, hanging with friends, and partying hard. However, I couldn't visit Cuba without seeing other parts of the country. Now I'm off on a road trip, and my first stop is Santa Clara. Santa Clara is famous because Che Guevara is buried here inside an enormous mausoleum. The mausoleum also pays homage to members of his guerrilla comrades who fought alongside him. I head over to another part of town to visit the Battle of Santa Clara, a national monument. The site depicts the battle during the Cuban Revolution when Che and his rebel forces intercepted an armored train filled with soldiers and weaponry, secretly traveling to Santa Clara to gain control of the city located in the middle of the country. The legend of Che grew from this battle when the rebels used a bulldozer to derail the train and apprehend the soldiers. This victory turned the tide in the eventual exile of dictator Fulgencio Batista. Before I leave Santa Clara, I have to see Che one more time. I hear it's another statue of him that is a must-see. It's a beautiful day in Cienfuegos, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The town square is surrounded by beautifully painted colonial buildings. People are socializing in the square, and I'm going to check out the Tomas Terry Theater, a historic venue which opened in 1889. The inside feels like a living museum preserved in its original state, decorated with American seats and French windows. I'm standing on the floor, mesmerized by the dramatic multi-level balcony and box seats. The smell of the wood and squeaking sound the chairs make when I sit down sends my mind into a tailspin, imagining how a packed house looks. If I was staying in Cienfuegos over the weekend, I might have seen a packed house at one of their weekend shows, but I have to keep it pushing. I'm back on the road and headed to the El Nicho waterfalls. It's a rainy day, and I'm excited to experience Mother Nature with a hike to the waterfalls. It's always thrilling to hike an unknown trail and discover the unexpected along the way. Like this plank bridge. It looks a bit sketchy, but it's the only option to cross this enormous ditch. I shortly arrive to a pool formed at the bottom of the waterfalls, and the water is crystal clear. I want to jump in, but I have to control my urge. The adventure has just begun, and I'm already impressed with El Nicho. The tranquility from the sounds of the birds chirping, insects making noise, and raindrops hitting the tree leaves is melodic. I continue to walk up the pathway, and voila, I've reached the waterfalls, and they're amazing. I'm always in awe of the continuous flow of waterfalls because there's never an off switch. The waterfalls are just a pit stop on this tour. My curiosity takes me further up along the trail, and I end up at this natural freshwater pool. The sun isn't shining today, so the water is a bit chilly for me to take a full dip, but I have to at least stick my feet in the water and get a better view of this waterfall. I've always been a direct connect type of person, so I'm a little bit giddy about visiting a cigar factory. I'm able to get up close and observe the process of how Cuban cigars are made. These workers are responsible for creating Cuba's most famous export, cranking out 20 cigars per hour. After seeing how simple the process looks, I want to try and roll my own cigar. I'm not successful in my first few attempts, but luckily the lady was kind enough to give me a hands-on lesson.
Después.
One more.
Okay.
Ay,
Okay.
uy, qué grandote.
Okay. Bueno, sí, muchas gracias. No, no, está todo bien. Okay.
Today is my birthday, and I'm celebrating in Trinidad. I start off the day taking in a sweeping view of an old sugarcane valley. Not too long ago, this vast land was occupied by slaves harvesting sugarcane, which made Cuba a lot of money during the 19th century. I head down the road to a plantation house that now operates as a restaurant. At one time, this plantation produced 3 million tons of sugar a month. In the back, there's a sugarcane mill on display that is still functional. I give it a twirl with the help of a worker and we make sugarcane juice. As amazed as I am by the process, I'm also saddened by the fact people were once slaves and were forced to perform this job. My heavy heart needs to change the scenery, so I decide to climb a few flights of steps to the top of the tower. The panoramic view from above is incredible. I'm really enjoying the countryside of Cuba. Trinidad also has a beach, and that white sand is calling my name. I woke up today and it was cloudy, it was raining a little bit, and I'm like, oh, it's my birthday. It can't rain on my birthday, we going to the beach, I need the sun to come out. And you know what, I always went on my birthday. Guys, and parted the skies, it's sunny, I'm over having a good time on the beach, Trinidad, Cuba. The day is winding down and it's time for dinner at La Marina, a quaint open-air restaurant. I sit back under the sunset sky and I'm thankful I made it to see another year. A guitarist is playing music and I reflect on the great moments during my visit to Cuba. From my time in the big city of Havana, to driving through small towns, to simply hanging out with Cubans or smoking a cigar. The Cuban experience has been great. I'm so glad I'm here celebrating my birthday.
Happy birthday.